The Arts Conference is a tricky environment to navigate. Let's face it, they're the worst. Here are some rules you'll need for survival. Tip number 1. Learn to recognize the many species naturally occurring in the Arts Conference.
So we'll go around and just everyone tell me your names.
Motion to start the conference. Do we have decorum?
My fellow classmates, thank you for gathering here today. I'm truly honored to be in your presence and to hear your opinions. I'm so excited to see and hear you grow as a community. I want to help you help yourself.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, I know we talked about this in your office hours yesterday, but I was reading Head, and I want to talk about the effects of Horkheimer and Adorno's theory on mass culture and how it relates to this topic and could really enrich this discussion.
Now, just to really add on to what was just said, and just to reiterate it, and just really getting deep into the topic, and just piggyback right off of it, the implications of our society and the underground world is just the political humanities of the situation.
I would just like to point out how completely phallocentric and Freudian this conversation is. I mean, let's just consider like the concepts of like the phallus and like the misogyny, and like let's just like bring in some like Oedipal discussion.
So I just want to say that like, okay, I come from an art history background. Well, technically I kind of just signed up for the art history minor and I'm like not doing so well in it, but that's okay because it's really about the perspective. But like, I come from an art history background, right? And I think that we should just analyze this in a more historical way, a more social way, because I think that's kind of how we do it in our classes. I mean, like, I'm kind of in 4th year and it's really kind of too late to start the major, but that's okay.
Right. So I know we're talking about like mental illness in the bell jar, but can we also talk about DJ Khaled's Snapchat? I think it really ties in closely.
Tip number 2. Don't make eye contact. You're not there to make friends.
Who here has read Freud? Does anyone even know who Freud is?
You're there to survive. Tip number 3. Don't take notes. Believe me. You'll just write the course code, the date, and then doodle for the rest of the conference. Save yourself the time and the paper.
Yeah, that reminds me of something my mom said. She was like,
Tip number 4. Don't name drop. Theorists or your mom, no one cares about your anecdotes.
you know what? Never mind. It's not relevant.
Tip number 5. Always have an emergency contact. You're going to need moral support in order to survive the Arts Conference.
Yeah, let's get it. I mean, we can kind of get it started a bit.
Tip number
Your
6.
first theory class.
Leave. When your TA turns their back, quietly slip out of your conference and from there make your way slowly but surely to Girths. Conferences are exhausting and it's important to stay hydrated. Plus, you won't miss anything. Really. There you have it. Follow these tips and you'll survive the dreaded Arts Conference, or better yet, sign up for classes with no conferences at all. Thanks, no one.
Let's do a little warm up. I find it personally important to kind of, you know, as they say.
I don't know what I was even saying. I just started talking.
I don't know what's being said.
Okay. Gotta have strong hands.
I don't have strong hands. Look at these hands. They're just dry and sad.
Kind of like my boyfriend says, like live, laugh, love.
Oh my god.
The Arts Conference is a dog-eat-dog world. Eat or get eaten.